Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. But this contest is not a regular matchup, a battle of two top tens, two forces colliding. One team leaves here making a resounding statement, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Tigers will kick it away to get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Buckeyes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes that star wide receiver. He's got the bounce, the aura. He walks on the field with some swag saying, I'm the man, and I know it.
Oh, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime during practice. You can see some of the defensive backs watch him as he warms up, studying him, because they know it's going to be a long day trying to deal with this receiver.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Abuka. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
It's 3rd and 6. A challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And a sophomore making it.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. On a punt now for the first time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Clemson Tigers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. This wide receiver, Kirk, is so dynamic. It puts a lot of pressure on the corners, and frankly, the safeties are going to have to get involved in coverage today, right?
Yeah, the free safety is going to be tempted here to make plays, but this quarterback has a favorite target. He comes up with most of the 50-50 balls. Expect to see plenty of double coverage and help from this free safety today. Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Looks like Clemson will have the 1st down. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick-6. Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw caught on the left side. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to pass. It's Howard. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Abuka. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Ibuka. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. What a kick. It's good from 55.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time?
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Maffa. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Now the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his second punt of the game. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Important second down play coming up. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Abuka. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, I don't blame him at all for taking advantage of this matchup. Put that receiver out on the left. If he gets the matchup you like, take a shot downfield on the post and hit him for a big touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Briningstool. He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the Tigers looking to run some tempo here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback keeps it here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Heading left after the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fights through the tackler. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The Tigers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Let's see if this score can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only 1 touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the 2nd half.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. To throw, it's Howard. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lets it go quickly. Graham down the middle. It's Moore. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the Tigers come to the line with first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Coming up, second down and goal. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. To be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. He's free around the 15. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. They're finally able to catch him, but a huge chunk play with their running game here.
Boy, this guy is a complete package. All he needs is a crease, and once he sees it, boy, he is gone. They're very lucky they were able to bring him down on that carry.
Caught in the backfield. It's Judkins. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a third down play.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they bring him down right at the 20. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Hold it. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Klubnik. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game and the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Ball handed off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The Tigers will crank up the tempo. Grab behind the line, it's Williams. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. So a field goal attempt coming up now. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Boy, and this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They begin with a quick throw to the left. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And they hand it off to the back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He hands it to the back, fights through a tackle, and they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. Fair catch made at the 20. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. They'll hand it off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. A little move to sticks. More than enough for a first down. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. QB decides to keep it here. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Looking for his back. Caught over the middle. It's Judkins. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
No huddle now for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Important third down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Howard. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
That's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick. With the return, it's Ballard. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Play action here on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Tate. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup, you want to get the ball out to your receiver, hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. But, man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
Getting set. Here's second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To the air, it's Howard. It's complete. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Buckeyes will have to kick it away. That's already his 5th punt of the game. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the 1st down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
1st down and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped that one. A great chance at his 2nd interception of the game.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. He pulls it in for a big gain. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Looking to throw yet again. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Gonna run it. It's Maffa fighting him off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Nice grab. It's Maffa. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
A fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his man, has the first down. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing the zone. They'll run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. They got a nice game.
The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Howard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Now it's second down here. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds his man. It's Abuka. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to... Here's the throw deep downfield. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Receiver in motion now. Handoff, here comes the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. Catch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot.
Set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.